Hi, Keyanna. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being so patient. I really appreciate it. You got to read it from me before, so you know how I get down. Okay, I already have a cards pulled. We're going to pull a couple of oracle cards on camera. If you have any questions after your reading is sent out, let me know, and I will do my best to help you. Also, this is a forever reading, okay? Meaning, you'll forever have access to it. I'm going to be sending it to you via YouTube link that only me and you have. And I don't erase readings, so anytime you want to go back and look at it, it will always be there for you to look at, okay? Um, we're going to get into your reading because I have questions. One of which, I have been sitting here trying to figure out for the last 10 to 15 minutes if this is a reading about you or if this is a reading about a relationship. Um, and I still don't have a clear answer, so I'm guessing we're just going to talk it out as we go. So walk with me, talk with me, okay? But it's like the more I look at it, I don't know. Like I feel both. Okay, so what I'm going to say to you in this reading, it may be in a I don't know. Maybe something I say during the reading will spark the answer that I'm looking for because I tried to clarify and Spirit was like, screw it. So what I will say to you is if this is about a relationship, take it how it resonates, okay? If this is about you, take it how it resonates. However it resonates for you, that's what we're gonna go with, okay? Me personally, if I had to pick, I feel like this reading is about you. Okay. So just keep that in mind. I feel like this reading is about you. So that's how I'm going to approach it. However, like I said, if this is about a relationship or a connection, take it how it resonates. It still applies, okay? So your first card out is what else is it? Your first card out is control in the reverse. Okay? And with control in the reverse being your first card out, there is something that you really, really need to loosen the reins on. There's something that you are trying to control, dictate, um, manipulate. And when I say manipulate, I don't mean you're being like sneaky and conniving. No. Like you're trying to manipulate how the situation turns out, right? You're trying to switch it up and change it so it can turn out in your favor. Release control. Release control. I'm going to say it again. Release control. And I know it's scary to do that. Again, I am a Capricorn, baby, through and through. Me and change, we don't get along. And so it's hard for me a lot of times to release the control of how things play out, to release control of the outcome. However, what I will say, because I only teach and speak from personal experience, all the times that I've ever released control and be like, you know what, Spirit, you got it. I take my hands off of it. I surrender. Anytime that I've ever done that, it's always turned out better than I could have ever anticipated it or expected it to. So the focus of your reading is going to be you releasing or feeling. The focus of your reading is going to be you releasing the need to control the outcome of the situation. Okay. Your first cards out are, and this is what confused the shit out of me, the Master, you have the Lovers, you have the Eight of Cups, and you have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So, the reason why I'm like, is it about Keyanna or is it about Keyanna in a boo? A lot of times when people look at the Lovers card, they tend to automatically go to, ooh, boo thing. I'm not that person. When I see the Lovers card, I tend to be like, this is personal, okay? Because it's not always about love. I hate when readers see the Lovers card or see the Two of Cups, which you have in your reading as well, and immediately go to, oh, this is about a boo. Because in my eyes, this could also be talking about your relationship with self, which is why I said everything that I said at the beginning of the reading. And so, if this is about self, I feel like there's something that you chose to walk away from. And I feel like you may have put a lot of hard work into this thing, whatever this is. You may have put lot of work into you, okay? And if you're having the urge to walk away from something right now, it's because you have mastered that lesson. You have done all that you can do. You got the t-shirt, toothbrush, the cup. You got it all, right? You already been there, done that type of energy, right? If this is about you, I feel like this is about you elevating and you leveling up and celebrating where you've been to where you are now. And I'll get to that in a second and why I feel like that. But actually, I want to clarify this a little bit. Give me a second. Spirit, can you clarify this for me, please? Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Lord. Spirit, can you clarify this for me, please? Ow. That was real ghetto. Ah. Spirit, can you clarify this for me, please? I am so confused right now. And I feel like it's because you're confused. Spirit, what? I'm sorry for the awkward quietness, but I am so fucking confused right now. And that does not happen often, or if ever. Like, it's almost making me want to... Okay. Okay. I was about to say, it's almost making me want to re-pull your deck, your spread, but I think I'm seeing it a little bit now. Okay, so the cards that came out to clarify are Suppression, Consciousness in the reverse, The Outsider, Ripeness, and Morality in the reverse. So, I feel like you made a decision to I feel like you made the decision to walk away from a part of yourself for real, for real. And I feel like, because I keep looking at this consciousness card in the reverse, it is making me feel like this may be something that you have been doing unconsciously. Or not unconsciously, let me say subconsciously. I'll put it like that. To where it's like you woke up one day and you were like, Like, I feel like we all have those days where, actually, I just had this day last week, for real, for real. Where I woke up and I'm like, I'm not here for none of this. And I don't mean physically, right? I mean, I'm not here for how I've been sleeping on myself. I'm not here for everybody else's opinion about how I do shit, about who I am. I'm not here for the way that I beat myself. I'm not here for none of it, right? So, whatever this none of it is for you, I feel like it's something that you have been feeling, but I feel like it's something that you've been holding back. And I feel like you've been holding back on it because of this outsider card. Because you feel like if you were to really truly be who you are in both aspects, light and dark, okay, it would make you look like an outsider. And I feel like you don't know if you're ready for that yet. I feel like you may not feel like, or you may not be sure if you're ready to walk away from who you've always been, which would make this next set of cards make sense because you have adventure, you have conditioning, and you have the Ten of Cups. Okay? So I feel like you might not be ready, or you feel like you might not be ready for this journey that you know that you're supposed to be going, this new aspect of life, whatever it is, be it you, be it love, be it whatever it is. But this journey to total emotional fulfillment, right? There's still some things that you need to work on letting go because we know that this conditioning has run rampant, okay? We know that we've been told things about ourselves is not true. We've been made to think in ways that are not true. We've been made to do things that are not true to who we are, right? And I feel like this adventure, and see, this is what's making me feel like it's about you because this little girl, I think it's a girl, this little girl is alone. She's by herself, and she's going on this adventure, right? She's walking into the unknown by herself. And this is what's making me think it's about you. But this adventure that you know that you need to go on, I feel like it's clouded by a lot of what you're used to, right? What you've been conditioned to believe, what you've been conditioned to think. But I feel like this is spirit saying, no, what will bring you this emotional fulfillment? What will bring you this Ten of Cups? What would make Keyanna happy? Not what Keyanna thinks other people think will make her happy. Not what other people have told Keyanna should make her happy. But what makes Keyanna happy? And I feel like what would make Keyanna happy is this Lover's card. It's you being fully in yourself. You being who you want to be. Right? You walking in your power. And I feel like you're ready for it. Because you've been working hard. This is something you've been working hard at, right? And I hate that you feel like you have to question if this is the right thing for me to do. Even if this is about a relationship. Because I feel like you're asking those questions not because that's how you feel, but because that's how others have made you feel. Oh, girl, that ain't right. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't feel like that. You shouldn't be with this person. You shouldn't be acting like this. Da 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 da. That's all other people in their bullshit. It's a projection. And I feel like it's made you feel not ready. I feel like it made you feel like, am I doing the right thing? Okay? Next up, we have going with the flow. We have understanding in the reverse. And we have the Princess of Swords. You trying to, because I almost feel like you're trying to redirect something, right? Instead of just going with the flow, instead of just being fluid, instead of just letting spirit lead you. I feel like there's something here that's trying to be forced because I keep looking back at this control card in the reverse, right? And going with the flow will bring you the understanding that you need. Because I feel like it's clarity that you're seeking, right? Oh my eyes. Well, I mean, obviously. Existence and tuning in came out for your clarifiers. So, again, this is why it's making me think it's about you. I feel like you're trying to understand your place in the world and what that means for you and what that looks like to you. And in order for you to really do that, like, there needs to, like, you need to understand that, ooh, things will not be as they have always been. And I'll get to that in a second because at the end of your reading in your outcome cards, you have the Six of Swords. Things will not always be how they have been. And I feel like you may be being really hard on yourself right now because you may feel like, I don't want to make the same mistakes again. I don't want to be the same person anymore. But what you're not seeing is the growth that has already happened. You're not seeing the growth that has already happened. Mm-hmm. Come on, spirit. Sweetheart, you have clinging to the past. This is the bottom of the deck. Comparison and beyond illusion. Like I said, things will not be as they have always been. And you have to stop comparing yourself, i.e., to other people. If this is about a relationship, you have to stop comparing your relationship to other people's relationships. If this is about you, stop comparing yourself to other people. And look beyond what it looks like right now. Because I honestly feel like what is making you be like, am I making the right decision? Am I ready to make this decision? Is this decision right? I feel like what's making you feel like that is, it could be you're starting to see some patterns, right? You're starting to really see things for what they are. And I feel like, again, you don't want to make the wrong decision. But for like whatever reason, in order for you to be validated in the feeling that you have in the decision that you need to make, I feel like you're looking outside of yourself. You're looking to other people and you're comparing yourself to other people. I'm really surprised I don't see the devil on the table. To the point where you've been isolating yourself. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of holding on to old stuff? Because if you are clinging to the past, you can't see what's in front of you. Right? Things are not as they seem. But that's why it's so important for you to tune in. That's why it's so important for you to be in tune with your star player. Be in tune with yourself. Because I feel like Spirit is asking you to... Who? Okay, come on, Spirit. Spirit is asking you to have the courage to trust the process. Spirit is asking you to have the courage to trust yourself. Uh-huh. Why do I feel that way? Because... Sorry, making sure my other card was in there. I feel that way because we have celebration, we have awareness, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Five of Swords. I feel like you are in the process of meeting yourself for the first time all over again. And that's why I said what I said earlier about you need to celebrate where you are. You need to remember where you've come from and where you are right now. Not dwell on it. Not compare it. But give yourself a pat on the back. Celebrate where you've been and where you are now. That's a celebration, baby. Because again, you're meeting yourself for the first time. If this is about a relationship, because if this is about a relationship, I'm feeling like this could be somebody that you were dealing with in your past. And if this is not about a relationship, then please disregard what I'm saying. But if this is about a relationship, I feel like you're trying to control how the relationship goes because of some stuff that happened in your past. And if that's the case, this ain't that. Because I see there's a lot of mental conflict going on, okay? This ain't that. And the reason I say that this ain't that is because you have success, you have sharing in the reverse, and you have the Six of Swords. You're not where you used to be. But again, I'm feeling like this is about you because this would make so much sense if this is about you. Sharing in the reverse. Your success is, this isn't something that you need to be sharing with other people. As you're making your moves, as you're getting more in tune with yourself, as you're meeting yourself for the first time, right now in the space that you're in, this is not the time to be talking and telling other people what's going on inside of you. This is for you to sort out. Your successes are for you to celebrate. This is personal. I saw a quote on, I think it was Instagram the other day, and it was like, this season is personal. And that was so felt. Because I'm on the same shit when I tell you 2022 is going to be different, but it's going to be quiet because it's personal for me. I'm over having to prove things to other people. I don't want the validation. I don't want anybody telling me what I should or shouldn't do. I don't want nobody else's opinion. This is personal. The only opinion I need is mine and God's. That's it. And my ancestors, of course. But I don't need nobody else's opinion on what I'm about to do. Because girl, I'm telling you, I'm in the same space. As I get to know myself more, as I get to I don't want to even say relearn because it's the old shit. As I get to learn myself and who I am right now is Mecca at 31 years old. As I get to know her, she don't need nobody else's opinion, and that's what I'm feeling for you. This ain't for you to share. This ain't for nobody else's opinion. You're moving different. You're moving into a different period of your life where things are going to be calmer. Things are going to be better. But you have to trust the process. And this process don't include other people. If this is about you. Even if it's not about you. If this is about a relationship, keep motherfuckers out your relationship. We are going to get some oracle, or a couple oracle cards. Where's the counter at? I can never see that shit. Okay, it's at 24. I really hope this really makes sense because I know this really felt all over the place because I'm so confused. And I feel like that's your energy. Like, girl, yes, me too. I'm confused. Spirit, what messages do you have for Keyanna? If this doesn't make sense to you, I will redo your reading. But I'm so confused right now. Spirit, can you give me cards to tie together? Keyanna's reading. Can you give me cards to tie her readings together? Please make them clear. Get to the point. Any more messages for Keyanna? Any more messages for Keyanna? Lord. I hate when I don't see. My back is itching so bad. I hate when I don't see the direction a car comes out in because I'm like, was it reversed? Was it upright? I don't know. So we're not going to take it. Spirit, can you move one card, please? Okay. So, the card that you got is the wielding. So we're going to read about the wielding. And then I'll tell you what these cards are. Okay. The wielding says, pulling the wielding card indicates a time to connect with the most primal parts of yourself. This may mean, ooh, I hate that. This may mean that you need to detach a bit from people around you so that you can hear the whispers of the deepest knowing without the influence of others. What I just said. The wielding is raw, empowered, and independent. Many people are intimidated by them because they need little from others and prioritize radical freedom, which can be unsettling as most of society operates within unspoken expectations and contracts. The wielding burns the contract and heads into the woods. Wielding comes to us as an ally when we need to break free of the systems that limit us. The wielding within us remembers a time when we lived with the land, when we walked barefoot, when our lives were in alignment with the natural world. The wielding is a call for remembrance. A good way to invoke the wielding is to dive deeper into our body and hear what it needs from us at our most primal level. A balanced wielding prioritizes freedom but remains grounded. They possess an instinct that may not make sense to others but never leads them astray. They are present to their own emotions and needs and will spend time on their personal development. An unbalanced wielding is in a state of perpetual chaos. They are avoided and often use the external for a band-aid of their internal disease, which often means they are constantly moving on to the next thing. When they move on to never end, what they move on to never ends, and it never ends up being it never ends up being what they hope for. This is a time where you need to be alone. The cards that came out for you are channel your energy, create or journal, release the past, move towards the future, walk in your truth, be seen and heard, authenticity is key. You are capable of your goals, reject limiting beliefs. Why wait? It's time to step forward, go now. Go forward in who Keyanna is. So that just ended my quest on whether this is about you or a relationship. This is about you. Go forward, not be knocking the butt over. Go forward and being who Keyanna is at your most intimate, at your most primal, at your most raw. Who is Keyanna? What is your truth? Don't let others dictate and decide your truth for you. Don't let others continue to place conditioning and limiting beliefs on who you are or who you are now. Go forward. Release all that shit from your past. You're not her no more. You're somebody else. Walk in that. Okay? I hope this helped. Girl, if you have questions, please let me know. If we have to do your reading over, please let me know. But I feel like you get what I'm saying, though. But if not, we'll do your reading over. Okay? Thank you for being so patient. I really appreciate you. And I hope this helped. And I will talk to you later. Peace.